Rancor's Brothel presents The Big Sleep. A Cthulhu Mythos 5e adventure.
I'm already dead.
Does anybody got a medicine check? That doesn't matter. You being undead doesn't matter. You're a character in the game.
Okay.
21?
17.
This shit looks like leprosy. Highly contagious and horrible.
I'm immune to disease.
Not this one.
All right.
Eat shit, Grady.
Apparently, being literally the thing out of the book that he just read me through says inured to disease. What does Gemini have to say about the word inured, Flynn?
It is a magical form called lightning leprosy.
Says Lucas is a nerd.
Is it a disease?
It is a disease.
Fuck it. You get 5 more points for healing and you're healed.
Yeah, lesser rest.
No.
Lesser restoration will heal it.
Did I get a saving throw against it?
Your saving throw was to not take. You failed the save. Therefore, you failed the DC of the save. Therefore, you got the leprosy.
Okay.
Is how this works.
It says I'm completely immune to non-magical, and I get advantage on saving throws against magical. But since I failed the saving throw against the lightning, that apparently means I failed the saving throw against the magical without knowing about it. Is your interpretation? Just asking. Just figured I'd clarify.
He healed you. It doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't, because it doesn't count if it requires lesser restoration. He can't
It
do
requires lesser restoration to
that.
heal
He
it.
can't do that. He's not a high enough level. I can tell you that right now. Probably next level.
I can use 5 points to cure a disease.
It's not a disease. It's magical.
It is. It actually is labeled as a disease. You are correct.
Will you make up your mind? Because if it's a disease, I'm inured to disease.
You're cured.
Now that I'm reading the text, it is a disease. So
All
I guess
right.
you're fine.
I am a dead thing. I cannot get leprosy.
Your skin looks like shit.
It looked like shit to begin with.
Lightning leprosy is cool. It's you can actually pass it on to your party.
Like, yes, you just want
Yeah.
one of us to get it. I
Yeah,
understand.
that was the point.
But I literally am inured to disease. I'm immune to non-magical diseases.
The only person who got the disease was the person who couldn't
To
get
non-magical diseases?
Yes.
Is it considered a magical one?
I don't know. You're literally the one reading the book who said
A
it was.
supernaturally accelerated form of the feared skin disease.
Because if it were...
I mean, it doesn't specify that it's magical, but it's a magical trap. So
Which means they got it instead of getting a contagion from somebody else. It was magically
What does it
given
take
it to
to heal
them.
it?
That's all.
lesser restoration.
that it is a magical disease.
Yeah. So then you got it.
You can give it to me if you like.
Yeah, you got it.
But there is no roll. There is no roll for contracting it.
No, it's an instantaneous based on the trap.
So my advantage on saving throws against magical disease do not matter.
Did you roll advantage?
Oh, I didn't roll advantage because it was a fucking con save on a trap.
Go ahead and roll.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. DC's it's a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 48 lightning and contracts lightning leprosy. That's what it says.
All right.
Or half as much and no disease on a successful save, which you save twice on.
Okay. All right.
So it does not say that you get an extra save
How much
against the
damage
lightning.
does it do when I get it?
The damage that you took Extremely painful. Physical symptoms. Leprosy causes lepers to often be shunned and isolated. While normal leprosy takes years to manifest, those who contract lightning leprosy begin to experience symptoms immediately upon contracting. Any humanoid creature must succeed a DC 5 con saving throw for every 24 hours. So in 24 hours, you can do another saving throw. Oh, no, sorry. That's for everybody else. All the rest of you that are around him that are humanoid, so I guess not the cat.
I'll still be your
Every
friend.
24 hours, you make a DC 5 con saving throw. Otherwise, you contract it as well.
I have Lesser Restoration.
Then you can use
You're
that
healed.
to heal him.
Thanks.
Solved that.
Glad we got that out of the way. Where to now?
Was Lesser Restoration prepped?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I don't care.
I don't believe you at all.
It's fine.
I was hoping it did damage to me.
The disease itself?
Yeah.
Oh.
It says you have disadvantage on all saving throws made to avoid exhaustion. You regain only half your normal number of hit points from spending hit dice. You regain no hit points on a long rest.
Oof.
In addition, your con is reduced by 2 until the disease is cured. It's real rough.
But we fucked that Sathagwa statue, so...
Yeah, no,
Still
it's on the
worth it.
ground.
Totally worth it.
So that's this room. It's a fun room.
I lost like 20 HP from getting struck by lightning twice.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
There's no other doors out of this room.
No, it is a dead end. It is just a shrine room.
We should probably take another long rest. Did you take any damage?
I took a ton of damage.
He just took a fuck ton of lightning damage.
Been up for 20
half of
minutes.
He did have it, in fairness, but yeah, it's still a lot.
I need another.
Here's the thing. Half of 2 is still 1.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not telling you, Troy.
No, I get it.
This room is actually deemed as safe if you close the doors according to the book, so you can
Yeah.
take an 8-hour rest if you guys want.
And that gets your lightning bolts back.
I am.
It's been 24 hours.
So I have been dealt... In this room alone, I was dealt almost 80 damage.
Things get more difficult as the game goes.
Yeah. What's your max health?
65.
You're welcome.
Were you taking half each time?
No, because I haven't been raging.
We didn't rage at all.
No,
Oh, I forgot. I thought your totem was
I
that.
took
That's right.
50. I took 55 straight up,
Slashing, yeah.
which took me down to 9. Troy gave me 20. Then you dealt me 28 with the lightning.
Yep.
People still don't, it doesn't matter. People still don't die in D&D.
Oh, we'll get there.
You're
All right.
going to have to work a lot harder. They're going to have to be a lot tougher.
You walk out of these double doors. There's still 2 stairwells north if you wish to go.
Nope, we're going home.
Fuck this. There's nowhere to go. You gotta work your way out of here.
Well, we just go back the way
Click
we
your
came.
fucking heels as much as you want. You ain't going nowhere.
This is my house. You go
Do
home.
we want to
Lucas.
go to the stairs? So the real question is, do we want to go up the stairs or do we want to go back to the cross bridge?
Well, this was the big thing, right? So everything else is just cleanup.
You're not wrong. So
As you're aware.
I mean, this was the idol. You got the Book of Ibon. You got the secret.
I got the big amount of money for the scroll we can't use.
Yeah. Who
So
wants to summon serpents anyway?
Like a warlock.
should we just go upstairs to see what's up there just in case?
Which
we
one?
haven't found any big bads yet.
North or
Like
northwest?
real big bads.
North.
The
North.
cat says
Stupid
north.
spellcasters
We go
and more
north.
spellcasters.
I read you the fucking thing. They spoke.
That was kind of a bullshit move.
The oiled bronze and rippling muscled eunuchs.
This appears to be it appears to be a guard room, probably where those 2 guards that when you poked your head from that prison tunnel earlier came from. You see that there is a locked door to your right, and then a door directly to your north that is also closed. You also see racks on the wall holding battle axes. 6 battle axes, 3 steel and 3 obsidian. 3 obsidian hand axes, 2 scimitars, 20 javelins, 2 sets of scale mail armor. Nice. And a key hanging on the wall.
Oh.
Take the key.
It appears to be some sort of large bronze key.
I take the key.
Cool.
Is there anything you want to stick in your bag of holding, Flynn? I can help.
Put it all in.
Put it in, put it in.
Door to your right, door to your north.
So we steal everything off the walls and shove it into the bag of holding, except for the key, which I
It does
just
get
put in
full
my
at some point,
pocket.
right? Bag of holding? It gets full at some point,
Nope.
doesn't
It's extra planar, Lucas.
it? Or maybe I can't. There is a limit of some kind to it. I still remember what it was.
Nope.
Anyway, right or forward?
What's the locked one?
To your right.
Let's do that one.
Does it open like Aragorn?
Oh, it's locked, so it doesn't open.
Well, he's got a key.
I test the key.
Click. It opens.
Now I
It
open
now
like
opens.
Aragorn.
It appears to be prison pits. There are 2 pits. 2 pits are sunk into the floor of this chamber, each covered with a lattice of dark wood staves, lashed together with dried sinew. One of the pits houses a disheveled Voormi, huddled and asleep on the bare stone floor. These look similar to the prison pits that you saw in the previous room.
You know, I'm just gonna assume either Sandy Peterson's being a fuck or Lucas is, because every time we think we know what's going on, something drastically strange happens. So like normally I'd be like, let's let these people out of the prison because they're against the other people, but they'll probably try and mow our balls off.
Yeah. He said it was a Vormir, so it's probably they're probably just.
But like, why would a Vormi lock up another Vormi?
Because he was being a bad boy.
Right, but if he's bad, then wouldn't he theoretically be on our side? Shoot him. Just coup de grace.
That's all that's in here. 2 prison pits.
and a sleeping Voormi.
There's 6 other doors out of this room.
There are no more doors in this area. There's 1 door in the area that you just the guards room.
Close and lock it.
Yeah, you can leave them in there if you want.
Swallow the key.
So you go into the northern door.
No, I throw a hand grenade in there with him.
Yeah, holy hand grenade.
I've got several.
Potato masher.
Northern door.
I need to use those more often. I really do. I keep forgetting I have grenades I've made.
So I think you're good. This door opens. The walls of this cavern are painted with scenes of hairy Voormi building underground cities, fighting ancient humans, and slaying great shaggy monsters. In each scene, they follow a pale, hairless creature, much like a Voormi, but taller and bulkier. A throne of carved bones stands in the back of the room, surmounted by a large, horned skull. Deliberately placed piles of bones dot the floor in some inscrutable pattern.
All right, northwest stairs.
No, go sit on the throne.
No, you.
If it fits, you sits.
So there's
Sits.
it's a room with a bunch of paintings, and the only thing in here is a throne of bones.
Bone throne.
Bone throne.
And piles of bones sort of
Take you to the
around,
bone throne.
around the room.
I'll sit on the bone throne.
Sit on my bone throne. See? If you fits, you sits.
That's true. I'm worried it's not gonna fit.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I yeet Flynn onto the bone throne.
There are roughly 14 neatly arranged bone piles on the floor. Each pile is composed of one type of bone from multiple creatures.
I really want to knock one of them over. But I know that's gonna summon something.
One knuckle bone, one tibia, one rib, etc. It is literally one bone from multiple creatures in each pile.
What is
They're
that?
kind of randomized.
Like the piles are all knuckle bones, but from different creatures.
No, so one pile has a knuckle bone, a tibia, fibia.
But they're all
How
from,
they're all
How
from
do
a
we know
different
they're from
creature.
different-
You can tell.
Oh, like different
Yeah,
sizes
just
and
like
shit?
by nature, you can tell these are all different creatures' bones.
Like
It's not.
there's
It's not one person's pile of bones.
there's a chicken wing, but there's clearly like the center cut of a ham, and there's
Yeah.
like a deer skull, and a
They
human
seem to be
hand.
deliberately placed here, but you're not sure why.
Spooky, scary skeletons. They're all just gonna stand up and fight. And then they're gonna like have goddamn breath weapons or something.
Give me an int check.
And they first level spellcast.
Nature check. Int nature.
They're gonna sneak attack us.
Or,
400 points of damage.
Or Yog Sothothery. I'll give you that if you have it.
Aw, Yog.
Aw, Yog.
That's better.
19.
15?
Also 19.
13 Yog Sothothery.
Wow, you actually failed the Yog Sothothery that time. DC was 14 for the Yog Sothothery.
Of course it was.
18 for the ant. So at least 3 out of the 4 of you realize that the horned creature, so the horned skull, comes from a large creature known as a Nofke. GNOPH-KEH.
Nofke.
Nofke.
What do we know of Nofkes?
They're like weird Egyptian
They're
things.
large, draconic, ancient creatures.
Not something that is depicted on the walls.
They are depicted in the paintings, yes.
Oh, okay.
So, to understand the situation in the room, there's a skull of a large draconic creature and a bunch of piles of bones, and this is for them to form up a body of one of these things.
Maybe.
The bones are from multiple creatures, not one thing. That's very clear.
There's forms of art where you take pictures and make other pictures out of them. It's called a collage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no,
these are just the piles of
like I
bones.
said,
the pictures are just paintings.
the bones are gonna get up and dance and do all kinds of shit here in a second.
He's
They're mostly
not
scenes
picking
depicting
it up.
hunting, led by a larger looking, weird looking Voormi-like creature. Some of them fighting. One of them is fighting a Nofke. Humans, serpent folks, and others. Some cases, the hunters appear to be returning with captives, and others just with meat. A few of the scenes show Voormi constructing a vast underground city and worshipping at the foot of a massive idol of Sithagwa. One section actually appears to have what look like branches painted. That would give you the indication that it is some sort of crude family tree.
Are there any branches or forks in that tree, or is it very...
Give me another Yog
Tennessee.
Sothothery check. The ones who have Yog Sothothery can roll this. The others cannot.
I mean, we all have Yog Sothothery.
I didn't know everybody took it. I thought it was just these two.
Is it something you take? I mean,
It is literally something you take.
13.
It's trained only.
Yeah.
You can't roll it.
You
unless
had to
have
choose
points.
at creation to take it.
11.
So what was yours?
13.
13. You are unsure of what this this family tree is
Burn it.
is identifying, or who they are identifying.
Torch.
It's a painting on a wall, so it does not burn.
throw turpentine.
That's this room. From this room,
Guess it wasn't a tapestry.
not a tapestry. It is a painting.
Well, you said it was a painting on the wall, and earlier you said they're spellcasters, so, I mean, it could have been. A tapestry is a painting on a wall.
So from this room, the only other exit other than the door you came in is to your right. And it sort of
But we haven't
curves south.
sat on the bone throne yet. Like, that's going to have to happen.
You sit on a throne. You sit on the throne of lies.
No. Bone.
Yeah, nothing happens. You sit on a throne. Congratulations.
Sitting on the bone throne, do I notice any sort of interesting arrangement of these bones?
You're unsure really of what the point is, why they're arranged there.
If I take the Nopke skull and put it on my head like a giant mask from Elder Scrolls or something.
that thing would probably cover up almost your entire body.
Fair. But then do I don't know. Maybe I thought something cool would happen.
No.
All right, well, it's worth a shot.
Everything seems to be arranged for a purpose, but you're just not sure why. So you can either go back out the door you came in, or you can go through the tunnel that is to your southwest.
Dunno.
Kick a couple of pile of the bones over.
Cool. When you go through the tunnel, you come down into what is essentially the first large space you came into. when you actually entered this area. You guys kind of came through a tunnel into a large landing, and then you just went south. So if you look to your right, you see the way off against the far wall, you see that large door that is has a large beam in front of it that is locking it that you guys never opened. And then there is a stairwell going directly south, and peering over the edge of the stairs, you see a table and realize that is the cafeteria that you started in. And then there is another exit to your southwest. It's not really a tunnel, but it does kind of go down into another space. One of which you have not ventured.
Clear as mud.
Do we want to go back and try the northwest stair?
Are we back in the cafeteria?
The northwest stair is what you're standing on the top of.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've
It circles
we've
around.
looped
Gotcha.
all the way around.
You've looped back around to the cafeteria. God, I got a twitch. Fuck.
So there's a barred door.
Yep, which was there when you first walked in. But now where you're standing, there is a southwest. It's not a tunnel. It is an opening that goes southwest.
Just an opening.
Yeah, it continues to go somewhere you've not ventured yet.
Probably the canyon. Do we want to see what's being blocked up, or?
I mean, we fucked up everything else.
We can't get more cursed, right?
We're on the bar side of a barred door.
Yeah. It's a massive door that is barred.
Don't dead open inside.
Define massive.
20 feet wide, probably almost 20 feet tall. It's a massive door.
I would concur. That is quite a big door.
They call it a massive, sturdy gate barred with a beam. A massive beam.
To go open Pandora's box.
Why don't we go around the other way and see what's that way first?
Okay, but we're coming back to open the big scary
Absolutely.
door. Okay, all right. Just making sure we're all on the same page. We need to open the scary door.
All right. A great
there.
outcropping
Why
of
wouldn't
rock
we?
like the prow of a ship splits the canyon ahead in two. Both paths leading to a, don't like that word, precipitous drop-offs.
Precipitous.
Precipitous? Ancient statues crowd the upper reaches of the outcropping, badly eroded but displaying unusual proportions and strange physiology.
I feel like we were here before. I feel like that description happened before, and I think he mispronounced precipitous.
Probably did.
Editor.
So maybe you have been down here before. It's been a minute, and I have not edited that part of the audio yet.
Fair. Yeah, I remember the statues and stuff.
Yeah. That also might have been in another area, so, in fairness.
All right, big door.
Big door.
I love that Lucas. I've been watching him out of the corner of my eye because I don't want to look at the map too much because I can see parts of it. But I don't know if any of the other three of you have noticed. When he started, there were like 48 little tiny sticky notes on the map, and he's been slowly peeling them off one by one.
That still reminds me there's things to fight in there, yeah.
There are only a couple sticky notes left, just so you guys know.
Okay.
I think I saw two or three, but it was like every time
I thought
we
that was a
went to
clever
room-
way to keep track of that.
I didn't know what it was for, but I didn't
Yeah.
know I didn't know if you were like writing room numbers and pages to go through, but
No.
it was like you'd go to a room and Lucas would be like, peel the
it's
sticky
like-
note off,
It's
crumble
like
it up,
debased
and go to the
serpent
page.
debased serpent folk Archer 1, Archer 2. Like it's with little arrows of like where they're standing because that's where they're supposed to be. My way of keeping track of things.
You do what you want.
Where
You ever
are
seen
you?
Jeff take apart a D&D book? He did that for Out of the Abyss.
He's got tabs and everything.
He unbound it and put it in a spiral so that he could go in and insert his own pages and notes and
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
Like, so he's got like a thick ass, like spiral bound version of Out of the Abyss.
Oh,
Because he's like, I'm so tired of like leaning on the book and like,
yeah.
it was pretty cool looking.
The gate is barred from this side with a rough-hewn beam, 6 inches thick, while the opposite of the door Well, you would know that. The opposite of the door has something. Clearly. Yeah.
God damn it.
It's got a big beam across it.
The opposite of the door has slathering jaws from the 47 pounds of Tindalus.
There's
Guys,
something on the other side of it.
is there a mechanism to lift the beam?
Your shoulder, probably.
It was a 20-foot spar.
Yeah. So multiple people's shoulders to lift the 6-inch thick beam.
Right, but so you've designed a door.
I didn't design this.
Well, yeah, I know.
Don't blame me.
I'm 100% blaming you. So you've got like a 20-foot wide door,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
If it's barred, presumably it splits in the middle or something, right? Like it's hinged in some way.
Yeah.
You've got a massive goddamn beam.
Sure.
Like, it would be ridiculous to lift this, like, on a frequent basis. You know what I mean? There's no mechanism to lift it.
Doesn't look like it's been open in quite some time.
It just screams danger and that we shouldn't do it, but I still really want to do it.
Probably should do it.
It's 100% don't open dead inside. That's basically what it says. Or sorry, don't open inside. That's what it, yeah, don't dead open inside. All right. I'll put a shoulder into it. Yeah, let's lift the bar and see what happens.
Yeah.
The plan is that we run back towards the...
At this point, you're back at the beginning of the map where you started.
Right, but that means we're going to face your narratively convenient birds if we go back.
I mean, depends on where you end up. Yeah, after a few hits with your shoulder, a couple of you can probably lift this beam,
lift.
set it on the ground. You can open the door, pulls in.
Horse shit.
We lift the beam and we get Aragorned.
No.
When you open the door, you do see set into the opposite side of the door, as I almost accidentally explained, are spikes. As if they would be facing whatever's inside of this room.
Oh dear.
Like
Large iron foot-long spikes.
arranged how?
The entire door is basically covered in spikes.
That's not
Both
good.
doors.
Close this door and you can
I
go
don't
right
know.
away.
Like, everything is screaming not to go in there, but all that does is just make me want to do it some more. Like,
Beyond it, you see a large glacier. And what it appears to, I mean, it goes up and up and up, but you do see like some sunlight at the top, as if there's some sort of opening way up at the top. And below you, you do see an opening that goes so far into darkness you have no idea where it ends.
okay, I think I know what we're
It
seeing.
appears to be a bottomless pit at your feet and a large glacier that goes somewhere.
Like this is radiating pretty cold.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's a. But why would it be so big? See, that's the thing that gets me. What I would argue is that this is a defended position for the fortress, and that it's defended against something big, right? So you've barred the door, and you've got spikes, so that whatever the fuck comes down this thing hits itself on the spikes, then rolls down into the pit.
Without rolling an insight, that's pretty fucking accurate.
Yeah, it's almost like I've played these games before.
Yeah.
But why would you make the door so goddamn big? The largeness of the door is what bothers me. Because, like, you ever seen, like, a defended, like wall, like a medieval wall, right? The door is very small. The wall is very big.
You're assuming the door came before the opening that it closes in front of.
Well, no,
If the
you
opening
just-
was already large enough, the large door to cover it would make sense.
No, well, whatever.
You have to build a large enough door to cover up a space that already exists in a cave.
No, you build a giant wall with a little door.
Not what they did.
I know.
Maybe it's an intimidation tactic. Surely they're not going to open this very large door.
No one seems to have opened this very large door in a very long time.
But no, I get the sense that, like, I don't know. I'm envisioning like some sort of like giant rolling Pokemon or something that like Mario would fight, right? And it comes rolling down the fucking hill. It hits these spikes, dies, and then slides down into that fucking pit. This is probably a non-issue. Now we could go that way, but my argument then would be is if I can surmise all of this, would I know anything locally that would fit the fucking description of what I'm talking about? Like, does this make sense? Are there giants on this on the northern glaciers or whatever the fuck? I mean, maybe I know, maybe I don't. I just thought I'd ask. But this is probably not the way we want to go because we were trying to go down the mountain, right? Mm-hmm. Going up into the cold and the glacier seems like the opposite of the direction we want to go.
Correct.
Because we were escaping the horde of something that was chasing us. To warn the village down the way or some shit. Would I have known of anything big in these glacier areas, or would we know of anything?
Give me a.
That's fair if you want to roll.
Give me a history check.
I'm not asking
because you're not from the area, but give me a history check.
I just didn't know if it was like, oh yeah, no, the giant rolling twiddly togs of Flurfendurf or something. I don't know.
Twiddly togs, no.
The great-footed yak people.
Yeah,
grape-footed yak
I'll
people.
let you all roll it. That's fine.
I mean, they were fighting some sort of giant shaggy beast, so maybe it's like the fucking what the fuck are those things in Star Wars? That the sand people ride.
Bantha?
Yeah, maybe they're like banthas. I don't know.
16.
Oh, that was such a good roll, and then it rolled over the other way.
19.
Not beating either of those.
10.
Yeah, remember that giant skull you found? Those things are real big when they're not just a skull.
Ah.
I don't normally think of dragons rolling down an icy glacier, but fair enough.
Well, it's not a dragon, it's draconic in no way. It is very large.
So the question is, at this point, do we close the door, or do we leave it open and walk away?
Fuck it, not my house.
Not my pig, not my farm.
I don't pay the heating bills.
Yeah.
We throw the bar down the hole.
It's an option.
I fully support this.
Cool.
Have at it, guys.
It takes quite a long time. You hear it hit, but it takes a minute to get there.
So, let's go the other way.
Yep.
So now that where you're standing, there is that original, much narrower walkway that led into that prison area. There was a door at the south side and that side prison area that you guys never went through. Or you could go back to where I described where you saw, in the upper area, you saw those statues.
The prison area is close by. We can always check that last door before we move on.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you opening the door? Are you doing anything? Are you listening at the door?
I listen at the door. Why would I open the door?
Somebody rolled perception earlier. You still hear some movement in there.
Can I identify if it's more like feet, creatures?
Totally feet. Definitely feet.
Can I tell if there's a lot of them or just a few?
Not,
because there's a big distinction.
It does not sound
between-
as if there is a horde of individuals in here. It probably sounds more like there's only one person in this room. Shifting back and forth.
You know, I'm going to be polite. I'm going to knock on the door. I knock on the door.
Hey, your front door's open.
The shifting halts. You hear nothing more.
I was going to suggest somebody had Misty Step, right?
I do.
You have to see where you're going.
Yeah, you look
under the
look
door.
under the door.
No, you can't see through that way.
Yes, you can. No doors in this realm, but against the floor, or flush against the floor. There's always a gap.
You know, I can do you one better. I can make mirror image of myself and send a copy in.
Do you open the door?
I just kicked the door open.
There's your answer.
You kick the door open. Kicking the door open. You see a Voormi standing there, who instantly snaps its fingers, and the jars behind him burst open while skeletal Voormi pop out of them. Roll initiative.
Skeletal
And I will
Voormi
draw
in
this
jars?
room out. I'll draw this room out.
I've not rolled over a single digit. I've been rolling Cody for these initiatives.
Welcome to
tonight.
my world.
Quick question. Are they jars or vats? Because you said jars. Are they mini Voormi?
Urns. if you
Ah.
will.
Thank
Large
you.
urns.
God damn it. God damn it, Lucas. I hate you
This is
so
our
much.
most modestly priced receptacle.
Kick open a door, you fight a thing. That's how this game seems to work.
That's not what I'm upset with you about.
Because I didn't say the word urn first?
No, because your descriptions are a pain in our ass.
Because I think of a jar and I think of a mason jar or something.
That's fair.
Because
like-
that's what the word means.
He snaps his
I did
finger.
say the word jar.
He snaps.
But even if you
snaps
had,
his fingers
even if you
and
had just
urns
said,
pop
even if you had just said urn, we're still not thinking anything much bigger.
Yeah,
So
no, they're
let's
big.
let's backtrack to what he said. The Voormi snaps his finger, and Voormi jump out. Skeletal Voormi. Are they mini Voormi?
I was assuming that we're fighting pygmy Voormi.
Yeah.
Pygmy Voormi skeletons, for sure.
It's just like, okay, what's the AC on that? Jesus.
7.
See, and I was trying to be polite, have a nice conversation with the guy, and the ghoul decides, nope.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping, you want mint on pillow? What kind of motel is this? Oh my.
So apparently, he used to do that in reality, like David Spade, like,
I believe it.
and then they incorporated into the movie because, like, yeah.
So there's actually here.
My sister had about 4 movies that she would watch incessantly. That was one of them.
Oh yeah.
That one, Beverly Hills Ninja, Rush Hour. I can't tell you how many
absolutely
times.
perfect.
Which they're all good movies, but I
Yeah.
can't tell you how many times. Like those, she watched them incessantly.
Cody.
16.
Fireball.
Troy.
11.
That's a good
Flynn?
one for a fireball, though. Holy shit!
15. Yeah, it is.
Same.
Who's got the higher decks?
I'm sure I do.
Flynn. Flynn by +2, I bet.
So, odd question. In the D&D context, do you consider bone to be organic or inorganic?
It's organic.
If you want to cast Shatter, that'd be an excellent spell.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that, but that is a good suggestion. I was thinking about something else entirely. That could be fun to do later.
The hard part is like you get into some weird shit. It's why I was arguing so much about the magical versus non-magical disease, is because it's like bone in and of itself is an object. It is ostensibly inorganic, I guess, because it's not living. But it's like
Inside
now
the body it is. Outside the body, not so much.
Well, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
a good argument.
now that it's magical bone that has some sort of magical structure and everything else. Is it inherently magical? Is it not? You get into some weird shit. It's just like
that's a
certain
good
fires don't actually produce heat or flame in D&D. Like you can't actually set things on fire with certain magical fires, but you can with others. So
Cody. You were standing at an open door.
I go first.
You rolled the 16. Yeah.
Y'all suck.
Yeah.
Rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right for numbnuts in the middle, holding the book. I've killed and eaten every one of your friends, and I'm gonna attack. Different bonus action, so we'll just do one attack here. I'm gonna imagine a 25 hits.
Yep.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
Actually, I feel like we need to get him on the ground really, really quickly, if I'm honest. Action surge.
Okay. If you're curious, how many of these is that correct? 2? 2 of these skeletons are holding obsidian axes. The others are
Probably roll an extra D16 of damage.
basically at clawed.
I'm operating under certain assumptions that are probably incorrect.
Battle axes, not just axes.
An 11 probably isn't going to hit him.
Nope.
16 probably does, though.
Yep.
For another 4 points of damage. Be nice to roll not ones and twos on my d8s. Okay.
Finn.
What are these little things there in there?
They're probably
Those
giant
are
pits of
giant
death.
statues of Vormi. Well, not giant, but they're large. They're 5-foot statues of Vormi. They stand taller than they are wide. I said the word giant,
You did say the word giant for something,
but
that
they're
is-
not giant. I said it. I said it because it's like, oh, those are big. They're really not that big. They're like 8x5.
Jesus Christ. All right, I'm going to
getting real
attack
tired, guys.
the book guy.
You do this all the time.
Yep.
16.
Sorry, what are you hitting?
Book guy.
Book guy, yes.
Hey, book guy.
Yeah.
11 damage.
Nerd.
Yep.
Him again. That is an 18.
Yep.
Yeah. Another 11 damage. How's it looking, Lucas?
He's still alive.
All right. Flurry of blows. That is 25.
Yep.
Another 11 damage. Consistency. Last one. Oh, that's a natural one.
Misses.
Hate to see it.
Hate to see it. Alex.
I walk 2 spaces into the room.
Fireball.
One more.
I mean,
One
I'm
more.
okay with it.
One more. And then I cast Shatter.
On.
The middle guy in the back.
Middle guy in the back.
Middle skeleton.
Now, what does Shatter exactly...
So it ends up radiating out a loud ringing noise from in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the point I choose. All creatures that are affected by this must make a Constitution saving throw. So anybody in that sphere. And a creature can take 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save.
Homie,
half as
two
much.
of your friends
Two
are in there.
of your friends are also going to take this. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Please,
well,
by all
it's either
means,
that or
cast
they-
the spell.
Yeah, well, they ran up before asking after Cody specifically
Doesn't give a
said,
fuck.
specifically said, this would be a great time to use Shatter. That's a great suggestion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cast it on the green guy.
Cast it on the green guy.
Yeah.
You'll still hit.
Still hit
You'll still hit Grady, but you'll hit 4 bad guys still as well.
I'm not worried about it because chances are I have a better chance of making the save, and you will do even less damage to me in all likelihood.
Yeah.
I'm not
go
worried
ahead.
about getting hit.
You are raging.
It is a dick move. But go ahead.
I am
Wow.
one.
You are raging, right?
I don't really care if it's a dick move.
Might kill a cat, but who knows?
I have not.
I'll
I
move
keep
it.
thinking that you
I'll scoot it over to the
that you
green
have
guy.
evade.
All
I
the way
really
to the
wish
corner?
I did.
I'll move it over to the other
All
corner.
right, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 people that I have to roll. Cody's got to roll.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get
So
I'm gonna get
that's-
resistance, and I also think I get.
So,
And
which save is this? Sorry.
Hmm?
What kind of save again?
it's a con save.
Okay, so green
I also think I get a bonus to that for raging.
is an 18. Pink is what's 4.
That misses.
I guess that's brown. Is another 18.
Strength.
And then the blue guy is another 18. 317
God.
rolls. 3 17s on that die. That's a hot die.
Which almost certainly
Well-
means that I'm gonna fuck this up. I rolled a 14.
So, in that case, the first person you rolled for got, and the other 2 get 9, and the one who didn't get their con save gets a full 18 of damage, thunder damage.
Does 14
Okay,
make
so-
the save or no?
It does not.
Okay, so I take 9.
So the one that failed drops.
Ooh.
That was kind of what I expected. If you could have hit all 3 of them, they all would have dropped, probably, or pretty fucking close. That's why it would be a great spell. Now, does Shatter...
Should it be?
Does it not...
They get disadvantage if they're made of an inorganic substance, unfortunately.
I would argue the bone's inorganic, but whatever.
Yeah, well, DM makes the rules for that, unfortunately.
Does it? It must be shatter when you cast it on an object. It turns it into shrapnel. I know that there's shrapnel involved with shatter.
It does indeed destroy anything like that as long as it's not worn or carried.
There was a shrapnel effect. Anyway. No, I mean you did to me 9 points. If I'd have made the save, it'd have been 4 points. So I'm not worried about doing a whole bunch of damage to me.
And I didn't kill the cat, so there's something.
Truth.
Yeah,
We just took a full rest. You'd have been all right.
that's true.
Imagine that's your turn. Cool.
Yeah.
Because if Numbnuts over here hadn't rolled 3 cherries, you'd have killed
Yeah.
3 of them in one pop.
4, actually. It hit 4 of his skeletons.
Well, I doubt you'd kill that guy, but
It would have really hurt him, though.
it definitely. I mean, you definitely did some damage.
Oh, well. Next time I'll take out half the guys in one shot. See what I can do.
There's nothing more satisfying than doing that to somebody's combat. Like, that's the best part of spellcasting. I don't want to do a lot of damage. I want to fuck up whatever they're doing, and I want to do it real bad.
That's one of the reasons why I've not been leaning on my spells too much, just because sometimes it's fun to save them for a fun situation like this.
It just depends.
Because a lot of my spells are very messed up.
Did that to Dave 3 or 4 combats in a row, and I think he got real mad. What are you doing there, Lucas? Who's next? How poorly did you
If I
roll?
move, I'll take an
I
opportunity.
rolled
from
an
you.
11.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
so a few points below these guys.
I gotta make this. This spell is out of this one.
Despite all my rage, I am still just a ghoul in a cage.
Although that probably did shatter that statue there, so I'm not sure if it's still on occupied space or not.
I just like to imagine when you cast Shatter, it's like the beginning of Swordfish. Also, great fucking movie.
I don't know about.
Don't you?
I don't know
that's
about great. Movie.
That's a great fucking movie.
It's a good movie.
Never have blowjobs been so vital to a plot line.
I'll just claw at you. So the shaman will claw.
Now I gotta cast a sweet spell, nerd.
Well, yeah, like
Well,
the one I want to do
pull out
doesn't
his
really help.
battle axe and do me.
If I have to
84
move, I get a drop attack, so I'm not going to do that. I don't know if I want to bother with that one. I mean, I could do that one. But there's a lot of other people that can attack, so it's not going to make much of a difference. Yeah, I'm just going to claw at the big guy. Do I get 2 attacks or no on this guy? Melee does make... Yeah. Probably not. That is a 16. I imagine misses you.
No, it hits me.
16 hits you?
Yeah, I wear no armor. So I've been looking for something magical to boost it.
8 slashing.
You keep trying, man.
That one also hits for 6 more.
I take a couple slashes to the chest and laugh.
Yeah. I mean, he's on his last leg already, so he's not... I'm not going to bother doing a bunch of
You're a
spells.
punk bitch.
The skeletons get to go, though. So there's 3 skeletons on the cat and 1 skeleton on the ghoul. The ones on the ends were the ones that had the battle axes. The ones in the middle only have claws. So battle axe against the ghoul. 2 attacks. That's only a 2 on the die. That's a 17 on the die, so that'll hit you with the battle axe.
No, she's got a -3.
It's +4. 1d8. That is 5 slashing. And then to the cat, 2 attacks from its battle axe. Miss. 2 single digits. So then the claw from one of them.
The claw. Play this game for too many years, Sled.
21 on the claw. It's 4 slashing. Second one misses. Guy, the brown one, will now claw the cat as well. That's 15 misses. And a 17 again misses. So then it covered up, I think. Top of the order, I think, right? Yeah. No.
No.
Troy.
I haven't gone yet.
Troy.
11 really was the bottom of the barrel here, I guess.
Yep. I rolled the 12 for both of my characters, so.
Attack that guy.
Axeman.
22.
Yep.
He's an Axeman.
Fuck that. 8 damage.
Okay. That doesn't look good.
Does a 15 hit?
Yeah.
It's better. For 13 damage.
Drops.
Fuck you.
Bonus. We don't really need it, I don't think. You said most of these guys are dead. Yeah, we're good.
Skeletons are not too difficult. Cody, top of the order.
Reckless attack.
Which one? Green or the shaman?
The shaman in front of me.
Okay. Shouldn't take too much more to kill him.
That's a 24 to hit.
Definitely.
My big old claw goes for 11 points of damage.
He drops.
I turn around on the guy behind me.
Okay.
Reach out with that other claw. 16 hit him.
Does.
For 9 points of damage.
Still up?
Do you have an axe?
Yes.
Okay. He's a couple extra hit points in the other one you dropped then. Because we've done exactly 18 to him, which killed the other one. It's fine. I expected him to drop, so I was wondering if you did shitty math. That's why I was trying to figure out why you didn't drop.
Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. You hit. Yeah, you're right. No, he has dropped. I forgot to write that down.
Teacher, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, because he took half of that damage earlier.
Yeah, he would have taken 9.
And then, so that one's also 9. My apologies. Yeah, I just forgot to write that. I wrote them all down, and I was like, I forgot to write the damage. But I did cross out the one that died.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're not making phantom attacks with characters we've already killed.
Yeah, no, the pink one's definitely dead. I wrote that. I crossed him out first. Flynn.
I will attack the blue feather. Yeah.
He's not taking damage yet.
Well, that's good because that's a 20.
Natural?
Natty 20.
20. Oh, that damage.
Ugh. That is 10 damage.
Struck.
Yeah. That is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You need roughly 8 more damage.
Oh my god. 7.
I believe he has 1 hit point.
Still standing.
And the other one is 2.
Yeah.
Drop a key point. Hit the blue. 23.
Mm-hmm. Now it's dead.
7. Okay. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Brown should have
24.
9 hit points.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If 18 is
8. Just kidding. It's 9.
He's still.
I just want to go to bed.
Alex, there's one guy standing, and he's in melee.
Shatter.
You can shatter. I give you permission.
1 point of damage.
Shatter on me.
Just shoot it. If you can shoot it, you're dead. He's dead.
Nah, I passed so the paladin can finish up.
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, I want him to do it because it'll just be more fun that way.
I hope you whiff every time.
That's a nat 20. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
dead
had a
as
feeling
dick.
something like that would happen.
Turn around and smash the other statue, too, just for measure.
Just for fun. 6 lightning
You
strikes come out.
have leprosy.
Oh, no.
I'm immune.
Incurable
You have
leprosy.
lightning herpes.
4. 4
You've got the magic gout. Your dingus falls off. That's what gout does, right?
I never had one to begin
Two
with.
So there were two
You got one of those
statues.
cloacas.
There were two Vormish statues. The one that's in pieces looked like a hulking specimen of a noble heir, while the other is a hairless and misshapen brute whose power and cruelty show even in the cold stone simulacrum. God, I can't say that word.
Wait, simulacrum?
Yeah,
He's holding a simulacrum.
no. In this cold stone simulacrum,
Got
the
it.
stone
Fancy
itself.
way of saying statue.
5 alcoves in the wall behind them hold human-sized ceramic urns with lids sculpted and painted in Vormish faces.
There were.
Jars.
Jars the size of a person.
The wall above the urns is honeycombed with niches, each displaying a Vormi skull. A Vormi with graying fur and voluminous crimson robe is now dead before you.
Nice.
He appeared to be anointing these with some sort of oil. Thank you all for listening. The Big Sleep was written by Sandy Petersen and Jonah Baumgars. Music by Ian Shannon. You can find us online at rancorsbrothel.com or join in the conversation on Facebook at Fans of the Rancor's Brothel.